and film here again at Greenwood Cemetery in downtown Orlando. Here I'm doing a video that's a little more somber than things we've done in the past. Hopefully this traffic's not too bad with hearing me. I'll try to speak a little bit louder, but this was a little bit somber. On June 12th, 2016, something very, very negative happened in Orlando. What happened was there was a well-known nightclub here in Orlando where a gentleman drove 2 hours up to cause unspeakable pain and suffering to people that he didn't even know. On that night, 49 souls lost their life and 53 others were seriously injured in the Pulse Nightclub shooting. Omar Mateen traveled from Tampa area all the way to Orlando with the sheer purpose of causing pain and suffering to people he didn't even know. And okay, so Pulse Nightclub was a establishment here in Orlando that was frequented by those who were in the LGBTQ plus community, and primarily was frequented by people who were Latino. On June 12th, the monster Omar Mateen went into this establishment and took the lives of 49 people, 49 Orlandonians, and injured 53 others. In the aftermath, literally the next morning, Mayor Buddy Dyer called to Greenwood, which is the city's longest running cemetery, built in 1880. Prior to that, there was no cemeteries here. Originally, it was known as the Orlando Cemetery. Sorry about that. The executive airport's like literally a half a mile away. And asked if there was place for the victims of this heinous act, so as to relieve the victims' families of the funeral expenses, to which there were. 49 spots were set aside for the victims of the massacre. Many of the victims' families brought them back to other, some were in Texas, some were taken overseas to Cuba, to Mexico, or to closer to relatives. But as of date, 4 of them have decided to make this area their final resting place. And they're all bunched here together. So we have a Leroy Valentine Fernandez. He's one of the first victims that was laid to rest here in the aftermath. Behind him is Anthony. And we have Corey Fennell. And finally, we have Alejandro Martinez. Four young souls. They're taken far too soon. For unreasonable reasons. Omar Mateen communicated frequently with the police department saying that he was carrying out the act for the way that the Americans had treated Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria, and wanted it to stop. So he wanted to take his anger out on innocent people. As you can see here, here is the final resting place of 4 of these souls, all 4 together from this act. I kept going round and round about making it out to this section. Even with the hustle and bustle of the road next to us, there's still a level of solace here. I'm planning on making my trip out to the location of Pulse. And my biggest fear is making sure that I did it justice and providing a celebration to the victims without placing too much of an emphasis on the monster that placed them here. But these spots will be left open until 2024, so if any of the victims would decide to place themselves here, they can. This is a little more somber than some of my other videos, but they deserve to be celebrated. They deserve to have their final resting place seen and to have themselves honored rather than having the only person's name in the conversation being that of the monster, Omar Mateen. So again, we have Leroy Fernandez, Anthony Dislav, I apologize if I pronounced it incorrectly, Corey Cannell, and Alejandro Martinez. 4 lost souls who were taken from this earth too soon. So I wanted to honor them by making it known who they were and giving those of you who don't have an opportunity to come out to the cemetery to see their final resting places so that you can celebrate their lives as well. There's supposed to be 49 trees planted here as well. Not 100% sure which ones are those 49 trees, but there's 49 trees planted here as well, honoring the 49 victims who lost their lives on June 12th. Continue to check back for some other videos I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing some ones with some more filming locations. There's also going to be a couple more coming from this cemetery, one of which is dealing with a pretty well-known milk manufacturer, as well as a gentleman who made it known literally up until his death that he was scammed. So yeah, a lot else coming. As always, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see next. As always, continue to look for history and film, the golden ticket. See you guys next time.